Osi Samuels. I'm from Edo State, but born and bred in Ibadan. Spent some part of my life in Lagos, but now I live in Abuja. Yeah.
Okay, so you are the national coordinator of the Alliance for New Nigerians.
Yeah.
What differently with a party comprising of technocrats, how differently would they handle situations, crises such as the Niger Delta, insecurity, the ethnic disparities here and there that we have in the country?
Okay. Alliance for New Nigeria, the difference, that's our tagline. The difference we are bringing on board is the way and manner things are going to be done differently in this country. Because what we have seen in this country is that all the plethora of issues that we have is either being exacerbated, whether because of actions that are taken wrongly or inactions. So we are going to be looking at the issues dispassionately without looking at, our particular interest or your particular interest there. We have to look at the things the way they are and provide the right solutions. Because what we see that is really lacking in this country is the political will, the determination to do things rightly, to do the proper things. It seems that our current crop of leaders, they have been beholden to special interests, and that's why they lack the will to do the right things. So, because we believe that all those issues that we have, whether it's the crisis in the Niger Delta, whether it's even the agitation by separatists, or even other issues up north, they're actually being used by the current crop of rulers as wedge issues to divide us so that they can continue to have their way. Those issues, if tackled properly, can be resolved, and they will not even flounder the way it's all over the place.
Do you see the declaration of the Senator Ahmed McCarthy as the PDP chairman? Do you see this as a threat to other mainstream political parties, especially as 2019 elections are closer?
I don't see it as a threat, especially to Alliance for Nigeria. I never saw it as a threat. From the very beginning, we never even see APC, PDP, or any of the currently existing political parties as a rival or as a threat or existence, because we have analyzed the political situation in Nigeria, and we have come to the conclusion that it's the same couple of people that have been ruling us, and the same set of people that have been either voting or participating in those votes, and the current crop of leaders actually own that political turf. And we are coming out not to contest with them or not to compete with them for that turf. We are actually going to create a new terrain. We are looking at the potentially bigger mass of Nigerians, which is about 70%, that have never really participated in politics. We are offering ourselves up to them to let them see us as, okay, we don't call ourselves new politicians. We are technocrats. We are technocrats mainly, but we have to do a bit of politics. That if we can come up, then she will interest you that have not played any role, whether you have not voted or you have lost interest in Nigeria or you have been disillusioned one way or the other, to have a rethink and say, this country belongs to all of us. If these people have failed us, we cannot all give up hope. We are not helpless. We can make Nigeria better. Come, join us. Let's do this together, because Nigeria belongs to all of us. These people have failed us. Let's do what we can do to get them out of the sin.
I want to get your concerns on the bill that's on the floor of the House of Representatives that seeks to grant total amnesty to Treasury looters who refund 70% of looted funds back to the country. What are your concerns about this?
Totally against that. As an individual, I don't think that is the right way to go. Because in a way, it's kind of actually giving a stamp of approval to what we have seen in the past, what they call the play bargain, where you steal so much, you declare less than that, you refund a bit of that, and you are let go. This bill is seeking to actually make that legitimate. I don't think it's proper, because if we are really serious about fighting corruption, we should be looking at the root of corruption, not all this kind of palliative measures. That because if we do that, that will encourage people to like, okay, since I know that I can be pardoned if I return. I mean, what do you want to steal in the first place? So we should be looking at the root cause of all of this. How can we reduce it if we cannot completely eliminate it? Then people that have been found wanting, they should be punished, not be given the slap on the back and say, oh, okay, you have returned this, then you can go scot-free. No, I don't support that bill.
Yeah, you were asking why would somebody want to steal in the first place. Politicians argue that they spend a lot of money in campaign, spend a lot of money to, create some kind of awareness for themselves prior to elections. Now, it is the notion that when they get into power, that there's some kind of, revenue coming back into the pockets to compensate for money lost during elections. So, if they have this kind of mindset, about this, and then they get into politics and then steal back, and the House of Reps is trying to legislate a bill that says pay back 70%. How don't you think that in a sense that they could be right, especially as you a politician too?
I'm not a politician, by the way. I'm a technician. But I still don't agree with that argument. We honestly make politics in this country to be capital intensive. It shouldn't be so. So why should public service is called public service. You are coming up to offer service. If you look at developed democracies all over the place, matured economies and all that, people actually earn less in public service because it's a service to the people, service to humanity. So why should you be going to service with the mindset of recouping what you have put there or even making more money than? It's not an investment. If you want to do business, take that money and invest in a business. I'm sure you make more money than that. So that is that mindset that we in New Alliance for Nigeria actually is aiming to change, because the people that have been playing the politics, either the owners or the power blocks, and even the electorate that have been participating, they have been brainwashed into this mindset that everything is transactional. I give you money, you vote for me. I spend money, I have to recoup it back. But it shouldn't be that way. Now, if you look at the money that they claim they spend, all these politicians, the money that they spend, what do they spend it on? Politics the world over is not cheap. But what are those things that cost money in politics? It's media, public relations, and drive by the votes, party organization. But in this country, what do you spend money on in politics? Massive amount of money. What? Do you see any kind of coordinated media strategies that they do, or do you see any get out the votes effort that they do? No. Well, what happens is somebody calls people at the center. Oh, we have 200 billion as I'm just using as an example, as our budget for this election. Okay, 10 of you. You take this, you take this, you take that. I want to take care of this region, you take care of this region, you take care of this, whatever. And they all go. They get back to their region, they take 90% of that money, put in their own private coffers. 10%, they call some other set of people within their own region. I want you to do this, I want to do that, they share. That's how they keep on sharing that money into their own pockets, even little for the real activity. Until you get to the masses on election day. You'll be giving them 200 naira, 5,000 naira, depending on how much they have left. That is the kind of politics that we play in Nigeria. And that is why they have that mindset that when they get back, or when they are able to get into office, they have to recoup that money.
So the president of this country has been out of the
over 2 months. Over 2 months. 66 days or something now.
So, and from stories and, flying around and all the people that have gone to visit him, there seems to be a trend that he sort of like creeps onto power, and there's very little that other parties, ANN, ABGA, APC, PDP, nobody's come out to, speak against his absence in office, and yet the country is forced to be stagnant as a result of his inavailability around. What are your reactions to this? Do you think this trend should continue this way? Do you think that he should rule us from his sickbed? What are your concerns?
The concern is that the loud silence in the country, for me, is a major source of concern. That this is not Equatorial Guinea. This is not one tiny island or one tiny country. This is Nigeria, the biggest or the number 8 largest in terms of population country in the world and the biggest country in Africa. And we are without, or we don't know, our president is sick, we don't know what is wrong with him. He's been away for so long, and people are not asking the right questions. Nobody is saying anything. This is a sort of concern. Granted that he did the right thing by handing over power to the vice president to act, but you still see that his absence is still being felt in the way things are being run, and the vice president, with all his good intentions and everything, can see all the struggles that he's going through to put the government on the right footing. Certainly, things are not the way it should be in this country. And I don't think we should be keeping quiet for too long, because this has to be addressed and properly addressed.
Addressed in what way, sir? When you say addressed, how do you think it should be addressed?
Personally, I feel the president should talk to Nigerians if he's able to, and we should have. Even in public, in any corporate environment or any workplace, even in any organization, there are certain rules that guys, whether people are incapacitated to continue to function with their state of health. And there's a limit to how you can be allowed to go away for medical leave and stuff like that. But there's some certain positions where you cannot go for too long, and there are morals involved in terms of the perception, the action. Especially when it comes to governing a country, that the leader of that country will be away for so long, we don't even have any clue officially in terms of what is wrong with the president of this country. So it's a moral burden on the president to do the right thing in terms of whether, I'm sorry, I cannot continue, I would like to step aside. I think that is a call for, apart from so many other reasons, to review our constitution. Because, we had a similar situation some years back where we had to now review, and, so this is another situation that's presenting itself, that how long can the president be away for? This constitution is kind of silent on that. So I think this is an opportunity for us to look at that. But the thing is that people are not, let me put it this way, people are not ready to talk about it for some reason. The president is loved, and that partly accounts for why we are where we are now. Because of that love, people don't want to address the issue. That are we in the right position in this country? Is he doing the right thing by continuing to hang on to power even though he's incapacitated?
Oh yeah, Sahara.